We are here doing another installment of Martha Fix My Business. And I am here with Linda May Myers, and we are going to be drilling down on what she does and then just picking a spot for growth, and then being able to actually drill down in on that, shake something loose. And so what you're seeing right now, you guys, is a one-on-one. So this is basically a one-on-one in progress. And feel free to ask questions if you want to. And yeah, let's get at it, Linda. So go ahead and let people know what you do so they can understand what we're talking about here.
So as a financial coach, I spend my days helping people create and implement plans that allows them to get out of debt, live on a budget, become stewards over the money, and build wealth. Recently, I felt a calling to kind of add a focus, or create a focus rather, specifically for teens, trying to get in there instead of fixing problems, getting in there before and helping them set the path right, get the knowledge they need and the path. So I kind of see it as my responsibility as a homeschool mom of 2 teens myself, and as a financial coach, to help moms set their teens up to achieve financial freedom so that they can do more, give more, and serve more than our generation could, right? Yeah. Even if the moms aren't winning with money currently.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Boom. I love it. I mean, it's amazing. I love what you do. So tell me what you want to focus on today.
I guess because I am in the middle of that refocusing, I just rebranded my lead group literally last night. I don't think my description's even finished. It leaves them hanging at this point because I'm just in the middle of blah. But I think the one thing that I'm kind of concerned about, or I haven't fully hashed out, is looking at redoing my pillars and trying to figure out what to offer people as my newest. Because previously my newest entry level offering, lowest entry to barrier, I guess is what I'm trying to say, was an emergency binder course, and so now I'm trying to look at, okay, so if I'm switching to helping the parents of teens, what can be my newest, lowest barrier? Because I was working on that literally last night, and I'm I get to the bottom of it, and I'm I don't know what to give them. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I have all these ideas in my head of things that I want to eventually do. Yeah. And because I still have the courses and coaching and stuff for the parents, for the adults, that program will continue going.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out, the whole lead magnet versus challenges versus paid offerings, I guess.
Yeah. So the best way to do this is to reverse engineer. And so let's look at the end. So the signature program, the meatloaf, as we call it in my world, right? Mm-hmm. So the meatloaf, what are the slices inside that meatloaf?
Honestly, I haven't sliced it up yet because I'm still at that point. But the one idea that I have, that I'm leaning towards is a program that I would offer for the teens, for the parents to, purchase for the teens, when the teens go through, would be mentoring teens to be millionaires so they can do more, give more, and serve more. Mm-hmm. Than we ever dreamed of.
What are the tactical parts, though? What are the things that you're actually teaching inside of that?
Oh, okay. So inside of that would be, and I'm not there yet, of course, but that's what I was thinking, is going to be,
I'm trying to pull it out of you. I know you're not there yet. I'm pulling it out of you right now.
is going to be financial literacy. It's going to be how to budget, how to avoid going to debt, especially when it comes to things after graduation, whether it's college, trade school, entrepreneurship, whatever their path is. Avoid, accumulating that debt, because that's what that's what theoretically I'm helping the parents get out of. So let's kind of come back and get out of that pickle ahead of time.
Yeah.
How to set themselves up for retirement. I have a 15 and a 17-year-old. My 17-year-old runs her own business. My 15-year-old works at McDonald's. And they both already know, if I start saving now for retirement or start planning now, it's so much easier. Mm-hmm. And I started my journey as a Ramsey coach, right? So I've been sharing Ramsey materials for the past 12 years. My course pivots a little bit because I do have some things that I don't 100% agree with. Yeah. But the whole Ben author chart is any 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old who can kind of understand the impact of time and money when it comes to investing, that changes the whole family legacy right there.
Right.
And then
let me stop you real quick. So can you give me off the top of your head, it's okay if you can't, Give me the numbers for retirement. So say a 14-year-old starts saving for their retirement. If they were to save X number of dollars over X number of years, do you have a stat off the top of your head?
So I don't have a stat, but roughly, because we looked at it last 2 weeks ago with my kids, I was like, I think it's something like $166 a month starting at age 19 to age 26. You will have over $1 million by the time you retire based on averages, you know. But and the flip side to that is that if you start saving at age 26, you will never catch, and that person stops. So if you only save that, you know, in a good growth mutual fund from, you know, 19 to 26 and you stop, someone starts at age 26 and goes all the way into retirement age, they never catch up with your earnings.
How is that possible?
Because of the time, because that money still is growing.
Because it's 7 years. I would imagine a 7-year window is a 7-year window any way we slice it. But
it's the compound interest. It's the compound growth.
But 20, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not mathing. I'm not going to math right now. But so $166 a month. So I love that. $166 a month for 19 to 26. I really like, first of all, as you were talking about the different things, I think the thing that parents are most interested in is financial literacy. And maybe it's not those words, right? But it's the idea around that. And then also setting them, the kids setting themselves up for retirement, which play in the same field. And so what you would want to do is you would want to be able to have something that's, you know, freebie, that I would think the freebie would be a good breakdown of the stats. Okay. Because that is what somebody would want, right? And I would even give way more stats than what somebody can just Google. Because that's the thing, is whenever we're doing a freebie, you don't want it to be something people can just Google. So I would make it about the stats of what their kids really can accomplish, and then leads into low priced offer, which is the program, a quick snippet of, and here's how you get them set up to do that, right? And so that those two things go hand in hand, and you can lead that anywhere. Does that make sense?
It does. I know, and like with the stats, like, I mean, there's tons of stats out there about student loan debt, for instance, right? But the story along with that is I have clients that are still paying off their student loan debt and have now taken on student loan debt for their own kids because they don't want their kids to do the same thing. Yeah. And that's kind of the pickle that I'm trying to reverse too. Yeah.
Yes. That's, and that'd be, I mean, that can be another one. So, I mean, we don't, you know, you don't just make one freebie or anything. Right. But the first one that I would make would be around, what are the real numbers? Like I would even answer some sort of question. I would Google the term kids going into debt. I would Google that, and I would see what kind of autofill happens after that. So you see what people are typing in order, and so then you'll see what people are actually looking for. And so I would name my lead magnet, my freebie, around that, what people are actually typing in. Okay, so it needs to be sort of more, and you know how mine are kind of like, they're like stream of consciousness words, right? It's not so abrupt, it's like stream of consciousness. This is what somebody would be saying. Yeah. Exactly. And then have the follow-up be like the action, the ability to be able to do it. That's easy peasy. That's what I would do with those people.
Okay, so the follow-up being the paid offering?
The paid offering. Yeah, the low-cost paid offering of here's how you actually do it. Yeah. All right. Boom. What questions do you have about that? That was pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a question you ask. So I renamed my group, right? Because you know where I'll go. I named it currently Moms of Teens, because I had to flip that because you can't say mom teens because that didn't work either. So I renamed it Teens of Moms, helping your kids win with money, right? And so my only other question is that red ocean enough? Like that's the other
you want it blue ocean, not red ocean.
I mean, that's what I meant.
Yeah, but just for anybody watching, I don't want.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. Don't be sorry.
Because I had toyed with the ideas of Christian and or homeschool because I am a Christian and a homeschool mom, but I also knowing that one of my things I like to do is to get out on stage in front of kids, and I didn't want to necessarily limit that. But then I'm like, well, if I'm not limiting it, am I becoming red ocean? And that's why I was thinking red ocean.
No, you're not. You're not red ocean unless you say, get your finances together. That's red ocean.
Okay.
Blue ocean,
Right.
you're saying moms of, so niche. Moms
Okay.
of, yeah. So and what the mom wants, which then goes even more niche. So you're
Yeah.
good. You're good.
And so when we have the whole, helping your kids win with money, we don't need the even if or the tagline or anything in that. Like that just stays the way it is, right? That would be in a description.
You could put it, yeah, I would have it in the description. I would have the even
Oh.
if in the description.
Okay.
You could put it on the graphic if you want to. Sometimes those get to be a little bit too wordy.
Wordy, yeah.
Yeah, but I would definitely have it in the description. So as they're looking over it to see if they want to join the group or not, they're seeing the objections. So the even if is for the objection. And then they can see that you're calling it out.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah. So thank you.
Also, I just want to let you know, so you're not like, is Martha an idiot? I realize it's sunk in, compounding interest sunk in. So just for everybody watching, like, is she all right? She doesn't math a lot, guys. She doesn't math a lot. So, but I do understand now. I just have to call that out at the end. You're like, I don't
send Martha a chart.
I don't know how to tell you like logic stuff, Martha, but okay. Well, everybody, you guys have the best day. Linda, thank you for coming on with me.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, heck yes. And I will see you all later. Bye-bye.